Are we in the end times? Now, you can look around the world and you can see things that are going on. And indeed, it's like every century, every decade or something, you know, people feel that we are in the end times, but are we really in them? Based on everything that's happening, based on how this world is changing. And not just the world itself, but people in the world, things in the world. Hello, Applebrooks, honey. The world itself, the structure, the governmental structures of the world and things like that. It's like right is wrong and wrong is right. We very well could be, because it seems like people's lives are getting turned upside down. They are. I'm going to get this fan. This fan up here is on, and it's like blowing air on me. I was down in the basement just for a tad bit, putting away some stuff that I haven't gotten a chance to put away with, but I did now. Are we in the end times? And if you feel that we're in the end times, can you please write on here why you feel that we're in the end times? I know a lot of people are feeling the need to prepare. We surely are. Coco in the end times. Hello, Jay Jocelyn, honey. Hello, Ruthie, Kim, Sue, Kelly. The storylines are dead. Kelly Ryan O'Brien. What do you mean by the storylines are dead? Wait, Kelly. Kelly O'Brien. Oh. Your name sounds really, 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 really familiar. And I'm thinking it was from a long, long time ago. I would see you like on the Facebook groups and stuff like that. With something with the Messiah, the return of the Messiah, or something like that. I can't really remember. We have to start stepping into our dreams, because his story timeline has no power left. You got low energy, Victoria. You know what I saw? I saw on my little Surface notebook when I opened it, there's this article, and it had this man with his face laying down on the desk, and it said, "Why are people so tired? Why are people so tired?" When you start seeing articles like that, it's not just one individual that's tired. It's not. It's a lot of people. Some of the end times, and oh, Yankee word, I like that. Some see the end times and others see a new beginning. That's true. Hello, Pixie. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Today you have been so exhausted. Has anyone else felt exhausted? TK God 333, the sun is heating up. It's heating up. It was cold where I was at today. Do you all feel very tired? We got the sun flares still happening. It's new beginnings. Very tired lately. Something zapping our energy. And cranky. Start Jesus. You've been cranky. You all have felt exhausted. Are we in the end times, you all? Because we would probably be our energy would probably get really kind of low. I guess I'll sit there. I'll sit right here on the pile of wood. It might not be too pleasant, but that's okay. I want this door open because it's kind of warm up here. It's like 79 degrees. You're very tired today. Is anybody else tired today? Because we feel like we're in the end times. And for some, you are in the end times, but you can have new beginnings in the end times. You can start on a new path. You can feel renewed on the inside of your being, your spiritual being right there. I know a lot of people are starting to look inward and go inward. This is really interesting. It really is. You all, do you feel that we're in the end times? We got new times. Yes, that is true. We got new times. It's afternoon in New Zealand, Debbie Lacey, honey. You just tuning in, you all. Hello. Rosie, honey, you can't go out because you're a little baby and it's dark out. You're not going out, Rosie, because it's dark and it's cold. That's right, Rosie, honey. You got to come in. Don't look at the darkness because you're not going out. I mean, you can look at it, but you ain't going in it. It's cold and it's dark and you're too little. That's right, Rosie. You're a little baby. She wants to, but she's not going to. You sit down right there, Rosie. Lay down. Do you want to lay down, Rosie? Gina, I thought this is about, are we in the end times? Yes, are we in the end times? Have we entered them? Because it's a lot of stuff going on. But if you think back during the Great Depression, the last Great Depression and the world wars and stuff, I'm sure that people felt like they were in the end times too, that the world was ending and stuff. I gotta get my boots off, y'all, because now my feet's getting hot. It's okay, now get my feet hot. My feet gonna get hot. I'm gonna cool my feet off. Your internet and phone service has been jerky lately. Has anyone else, when you watching videos on a YouTube or something, you can hear the people talking and then the video just stops. It stops on a certain frame and you can still hear the video playing. Oh, you're feeling it. You need to be proactive in your authentic, divine, creative expression. That's true, Elizabeth. That is true. I like that. I really do like that. It's very spiritual. You need to be proactive. We need to be proactive in our authentic, divine, creative. It starts on the inside of here. It really is like a renewing of our spirits and a renewing of our mind. It really is, and it's good. It's good because you don't want to be like dwelling on the negative and stuff like that. You don't, or just. And it's hard in this world. It really is hard to stay focused and keep your frequency up, your happiness up, because you can't fake happiness. I mean, you can say, I'm happy. Yeah, I could tell you I'm happy, and you could look in my eyes, and you can look straight in them and say, Gina, honey, you're saying you're happy, but I'm seeing something else inside your eyes, and I'm not seeing it on your face. You can't fake it. You can't fake the happiness. I mean, you can say, I'm happy, but you may not be happy from the inside of here. Because at that point, it's just words. It's just words. It's got to, we've got to get in touch with the inside of us, the Archons. Oh, I thought you said actions. Actions speak louder than words. They do. You know what I thought your word said? The Archons, because the archonic energy, there is an archonic energy, and it's a bad energy that's out there, the Archons. It's really like, you don't like to think on them, the Archons, not acorns. The acorns, you got to pray in, you got to stay in prayer, you got to meditate, you got to keep the balance, okay? And you can't just ignore what's going on in the world and pretend like it doesn't exist, because you're part of this world, and what's going on in the world does affect you, whether you realize it or not. The frequency of this world is going to have some type of interaction with your frequency on the inside. It does no good to close your eyes. It does no good to go like that. It's still there. It's still there. And you've got to acknowledge that it's there and just continue living. Yeah, I don't even know if you can you live in harmony with the darkness, with these dark times? Can you? That's a really interesting question. Can you live in harmony with the darkness that's out there? Can you live in harmony in your own space, within yourself, without, you hear that, wind chimes? Without like embracing it. Yeah. Ah, yeah. You have to, because we each have like some darkness inside of us and some light, but you don't want you don't want either one to overpower the other. If anything's going to overpower, you really want the light to overpower that darkness. Ah, yeah. Do you feel like we're living in the end times, Gina? That's the topic. That's the topic. Do you feel like we're living in the end times? Because things are happening. People are changing, but there is a great awakening that's happening on the inside of us. Yeah. We got to have balance. They are beautiful, Patty. The wind chimes sound very, very pretty out here. And it's cold, but still, look, even in the darkness, their frequency is still heard. Their beauty is still heard, and the frequency is still felt. Even in the darkness, you can still hear them, the beauty. They're in the they're in the dark, and they're in the light. Yeah, the wind chimes. You want to live in harmony with the darkness that you feel in the world. I will smile, and your mind won't know the difference, but my brain don't know the difference. That's right. That's true. The end times is not final. It's the end of what we know. It's the end of the world as we know it. Is that a song? It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of our world as we knew it, and it started ending. I only need 5 fingers. Well, actually, you can go back even further, further. It's been a gradual, it's like the Paul Harvey. If I were the devil, that thing that he wrote a long, long time ago, he laid out what he would do if he was the devil. You like the chimes, you are. They got REM Speedwagon. Yeah. You feel fine. Yeah. Um, I feel fine. I feel fine. That's a song. Gina, you're going to sing that song? Well, it popped into my mind. It's like a country song. It says, baby says he's mine, you know, or she tells me, or he tells me all the time, you know, he says so. I'm in love with him and I feel fine. Or I don't know if it was a hymn or whatever it was, that song, that phrase, and I feel fine. Isn't it? Do you think your brain's like a computer? Do you think it is? It is like a computer because it can retrieve information. The Beatles, if you want to know the light, you must know the dark. But you can't cling to the one more than the other. You really do not want to vibrate in the dark. You don't, because that's low vibrating. But it's true. It is true. And if it wasn't for the bad times, you wouldn't have known the good times, right? The dark times, you would not have known the light. If you weren't in the darkness, you would not be able to appreciate the light. It does make you appreciate it. Most definitely. You got to go inward. You couldn't find the age of Aquarius. It officially starts, I think it's going to start, or it's getting ready to start soon. We are biological computers, and the CPU is the heart. Okay, let's see this out. And not the brain. The brain gets the signals from the heart. Yeah. Oh, Pixie honey, you're welcome. Then we reach the piece, you all. Is it the end of the world? Don't they know it's the end of the world? Yeah. The end of the world as we know it. Ah, you may make more of your own bread after today's shopping trip. Well, I do have some flour in the basement. And the only thing I bought today was these, I never heard of them, Doritos, cheddar cheese Doritos, and then the the bouillon, chicken bouillon, which it's nice. It was a good price. It's got a long shelf life. We ascend and reach Christ's consciousness if we go inward. That's right. And love and forgive others and ourselves. It's true. It ended when you said goodbye. Yeah, that's how it goes. That's okay. You can be late as usual, Alyssa. Honey, you arrived exactly when you were supposed to. We got New Lebanon, Ohio here. Read, honey, that's perfect. It is the dark pumpkin bread next month. The age of Aquarius is now. Let me read that. Let me see that, Anna. So you all, do we feel like we're in the end times? The fish age. Oh, wow. The fish age. Aquarius is now the Jesus age. The fish. I thought there were some etched in stone, engraved with the Anunnaki, like whatever. Some of the, they had the fish for the body. They had the fish thing on their bodies. Was the Inky and Enlil or something like that? Didn't they have the fish bodies? And some of them with the scales on it? Yeah. We are in the end times. We're getting close to the paradigm shift. Well, let's hope this paradigm shift will shift some of us into a better world. Yeah, truly. Arriving UFOs. You prefer to watch the lives. Yeah, that's okay. Skeeter Davis sang The Year of the Dragon. A total solar eclipse. A total eclipse of the heart. Yeah. In April with the child comet visible. Muddy Girl, didn't we have the child comet? The child was born because it went through, was it Virgo who gave birth to the child when the child comet came through this past year? And the dragon-like thing came and it wanted to devour the child comet. Because we did a video on that. The poppies. Oh, yeah, the Pope's hat. I seen that too. His hat was like the fish also. They came from the sea and they adorned their flesh suits and they swam to the shore, the Inky. They messed with our, yes, they did the cap of our lives and they messed with our genetics, Inky. It's coming through. I got a nice cool breeze flowing through here. We got the revelation yard. We are living in the end times because it's getting really rough. It is, and it's hard on people. You know, someone said, well, you know, there's another reason why people would be angry. And, you know, you would probably be angry and upset too if you were losing your job and or, you know, you got your job, but it's taking more money to buy food, to purchase food, and the utilities have went up, the rent went up, and you don't have as much time as you used to and extra money. So it would, it'd be very stressful. It would make someone on edge too. It's true. You got the 5D, the beginning of sorrows, lawless. The doggone tribe, the Dagon tribe, the Dagon tribe, the doggone tribe, the Dagon tribe. Is that was supposed to be like, wasn't there a Dagon or doggone tribe in Africa or something on a documentary? But that sounds really familiar, the Dagon tribe. And the dog star. The dog star, Sirius, the dog star, right? The Sirius and the dog star. Is that up there around that area, the dog star? Because we looked at it, one night, a few nights ago, the dog star, the Sirius constellation. The peak of the eclipse will be on April the 8th of 2024. Michael, you're so welcome. Okay, I got it, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got to, You got to stay alert. You do. And you don't ever give up. Don't ever give up, even though we most definitely probably living in the end times. I know the times are changing and it's very difficult to adapt. It is. I saw this one person, he said he's getting out of the hospital, and when he gets out, he didn't have no home to go to, nothing to go home to because it was gone. The veil is thinning in Mama's hands. Serious, Renee. And serious, very, very important information is channeling right now. They have been around for way back. There's many kings crowned during the eclipses. Sissy, what do you mean now on this earth? Could it be spiritually speaking, or do you mean throughout history there were many kings crowned during the eclipse? Or everything will be better than we could ever imagine. Angels are real. That is a good thought to keep in our mind, because when it's all said and done and everything has played out, it will be better than ever before. Yeah, it will. It's the beginning of the age of Aquarius. This is the year of overthrowing the unjust governance. It's right. You wish you could fix all the world's problem. In biblical times, wow, he was born during an eclipse. You didn't remember. You saw a big shift in your city, a very good shift. That's good, Daisy Day, honey. Our doormat, I thought I said doormat. Our dormant DNA is angelic, you guys. It's just time to activate it. We did read something about that. What did we read about that? Your genetic, it is your spiritual, your genetic spiritual DNA within your body. It was your spiritual DNA that needed to be activated, and you got dormant gifts laying within your body, within your spiritual body. Yeah, we read about that the other night. Something about you have an energy signature. Can you change your energy signature? And yes, you can change your energy signature. You can. It's your frequency and stuff. Some people are better at it than others. You can change your energy signature. Yeah, we got the God spark. I think there's something to it. I like that. Jennifer, the God spark, the veil, the evil ones don't, they hate us. The God spark. Where was that at? Was that in a movie? Something about the God spark? Because there is a spark. There is the God spark. And they don't want it to be awakened. It's called the junk DNA. That's right. You're talking about the laminin thing, Renee, honey, the laminin. Yeah, they didn't like it. They did not like it. Hello, Susan Donahue, honey, you coming in here? That's great. People born on the dragon years. Yeah. You can change your energy and through your creator, and you will come home then and only then. Anna, you can change your energy signature. Well, I could right now, if I wanted to. If I allowed myself to go into a fit of rage, my energy signature would most definitely change, and it wouldn't be pretty, but that's not me. Love has a signature, and love is energy. But if you're speaking of a higher type of energy, yeah, when you become perfected in the spiritual realm. Love you too, Jenny. The end times for the evil ones and the new beginning for God's children. The CERN, Higgs, Boson, God spark. The God spark. I want to know where the God spark came from. I know that they said they got that. And it was like a quark. It was the quark. Quark. The quark. The quarks. They saw the quarks, whatever they were. Yeah. The aliens can tell your energy. Yeah, they can. And the spirits can tell your energy. The other spirits out there, the spirits that don't like your spirit, they can identify your signature, your energy signature. Energy signature. It's like your scent. Like animals can pick up the scent of whatever that they're tracking. You can. And your biosignature. Just think, if you are walking and you look at your footsteps in the inverted mode or something, it looks a lot different. Your energy signature, your biosignatures. The sperm and the egg meet, they create a spark. Wow, that's interesting. The God spark, yeah, is what CERN did, trying to replicate it. Yeah, so so do you feel like it's the end, we're living in the end times? Because we really could be living in the end times. There's a lot of things going on, and I know that throughout history, people have felt like they were living in the end times. Have you ever had that thing, the rapture would occur when a person's time on earth is up? When it says, behold, I come like a thief in the night. You don't know when your time is up on earth. That was one theory, that when you pass, then you're raptured out of here. That was one theory. When you think of your synapses, synapa, the spark is within the sperm and it enters the egg. They can't replicate what already is. They are just, yes. The end of the world as we know it, and you feel fine. Yeah. CERN is a bad place. Okay, you all. You know what I noticed at the store today? You know, if you look at the halls, the little lozenges and stuff, the bags are so tiny. Like if you needed like a lozenge for your throat or something, my nose is itching. Everything is shrinking, 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 shrinking. It's so teeny tiny, and you pay a lot of money. Everything is a lot of money for very little quantity. And those, the chicken bouillon that I bought at the Sam's Club, you know when the expiration date was? 1 year from now. 1 year from now in 2024. So that tells me that that was sitting somewhere on a pallet somewhere in some kind of storehouse or something, because bouillon has a longer a longer expiration date than 1 year from now. They held it back, is what I think. They got all this food that they held back on pallets. You know how you didn't have certain items held back on pallets, and then they're just now bringing them back out. That's what I think. And like when you go to the store, you can see canned goods that are getting ready to expire on the shelves. How can that be unless the food was held back? How could it be? They don't have long shelf life at all. You look at that thing, wow, it's getting ready to expire. Something like that. You will not believe the food that gets tossed from these big chains. Oh, Star, I'm sure they do. And the end times, and we came here for this, Elizabeth. Yes, or you wouldn't be here. That's right. We wouldn't be here. We still have a lot of growing to do. If someone feels like they don't have no growing to do, you're only fooling yourself. There's always room for growth on the inside of your being. Always room for more growth, and you want to grow as much spiritually as you can on the inside while you can, while the world is somewhat balanced and not so chaotic. When you have a little bit of peace, you do. Many of the food is just created in a lab. Renee, honey, we did. We went on a short trip. I was thinking it was a few years ago through Indiana. Went up to see some kind of park or something, a hiking trail, and there was one of those labs. A food company like you're talking about, way out there in the middle of nowhere. There was. The fourth dimension, you don't need much food. Yes, I've noticed that too. And they're really expensive. Your 6 cats bring a lot of solace, yes, when your life is being a challenge. Um, Deep base within 150 years of, wow. You see what the Bible says you are. So are we living in the end times because things are happening and people are being pushed to their limit, but there were other times on earth when people felt like they were living in the end times too, when it got really difficult. But I wonder if back then people were getting upset and losing it and stuff, we don't know because they really didn't document something like that. They did not document it back then. You don't know. And food was scarce. It was scarce. It was hard for people. We can make a thought. We can make it through the tough times, Al. You don't believe that it's the end, only a new beginning. It's an exciting time to be alive and with the one you love. Done. I'm trying to think, is there a song with that phrase in it? Your grandchildren. Oh, wow. Ruby, Ruby, your grandchildren. I don't mean to laugh, but that statement, my grandchildren will be human robots and you won't be around, thank God. Oh my God. They're doing their plants. He's going to have a great big plant and you're going to have you're going to have some augmented things on your body. And even the girl at the one forum, she said, I've always wanted to be a Borg. This is what she said, I always wanted to be a Borg. And there are people who are voluntarily getting some parts on their body so they can be more Borg-like or something because it's like a trend and stuff. Really? Yeah. There will be food shortages and that's right. 5D plasma energy. Is it coming soon? Okay, let's see this. Out of the darkness. You got a song. Jesus is coming soon, morning or night or noon. Many will meet their doom. Trumpets will sound. All of the dead will rise. Something in the sky. Going where no one, my glory divine. Something, yeah. That's a hymnal or something. Song. You're stockpiling rice and lentils already. Yeah. Correct, Amy, you are. So the food is getting scarce. It is getting scarce and the quantities are shrinking and the shelf life is shrinking. You don't have as much shelf life on there. You don't. You got a few hundred. Yeah. Yeah. It's coming. You don't want to be a human robots. Only if they choose the timeline. There is something called the multiverse or world within worlds and timeline jumping, going on different timelines. Because you know what? Just think about this. If you have 2 decisions to make. One is going to be a really bad decision. And then one's going to be a really good decision. If you take the really good decision, it's one path with a different chain of events. And if you make a really bad decision, that's another path with a different chain of events. So you could look at that as timelines based on the decisions that you make. You can, because you're going to have a different outcome. 5D, 3D, and an opening page of Roku. What? Let me see this. The 5D or 3D city is on opening page of Roku. You mean that thing, the TV thing? And the metaverse and the meta. Not all are full souls. We'll make each day our best day. Yeah. If you're just tuning in, do you feel like we're in the end times? Because a lot of people feel we are. Things are getting a little difficult, and people are changing, and yeah, you may have to get rid of some bad parts of you, some bad old habits and stuff, in order to make room for the better you. You do, you really do, and not might have to. You're gonna have to get rid of parts of you that ain't no longer working for you, in order to get inside of you, bring inside, let that come alive, because it's inside of you, the you that's going to work better for you. It's going to be better for you. Make room for it. You got to do it. And it's not hard. It's not easy breaking old habits. It's not easy of letting go. But if you don't let go of, like, you have two handfuls of things and you know you want something better in your life, you got to free your hands up in order for that something better to come, so that you can, like, grow more. Yeah. So we are kind of like in the end times, and it's going to vary from person to person. One person will say, yes, we're definitely in the end times. One person may say, no, we got a lot of good times ahead. We do. Yeah. I am going to go, you all. Flying cars. In the 3D, you live a lot longer. Moving out of one era. I like that, Don. Let me read this. Moving out of one era into a new era. The old is negative. Yes, it's negative. Blue, the blue Kachina. Let's hear this. The blue Kachina. And the new era is positive, the red Kachina. 1,000 years each. So that's the red pill and the blue pill on the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, right? Wow, thank you for putting that on there, Don. Let me read it one more time. Don McCoy. Moving out of one era and into a new era. And the old is negative, which is the blue Kachina. And the new era is positive, which is the red Kachina, 1,000 years each. I like that. Yeah. You know, I had a job where I had to stand on my feet 10 to 12 hours a day. I did. On a concrete floor. Because I knew if I sat down, that'd be the end of me. But I would stand, and I made sure I had some really good boots. They were Bates tactical boots for women. Best boots I've ever had. And that's what you need. Yeah, that's right. We got it. You're so very welcome. The hovercrafts will be coming. Food for the soul, yeah. Oh, you're all so welcome. Your boots, these boots were made for walking. Jobs you had after school were all standing up. Yes, Ruby Red. A lot of people be losing their jobs. You remember Elon Musk said come 2025, the robots will take over, 40% of the jobs will be replaced by robots. So 40% of the people who have jobs, the humans, they are going to not have their jobs because the robots are taking over. Or AI too, robots, AI, artificial intelligence, where he said we'd have to have a universal basic income when he was speaking over in the Middle East. And then you had the other guy at the forum who said, you know, you got the useless eaters, so we'll just have them playing video games all the time because they won't have nothing to do. Yeah. I seen an ad that said, would you like to make money just for watching YouTube videos? It's like, wow. Yeah. No more ice cream trucks. Eyes to see. It'll be all right. The tares, let me read this. Tares, Kenties, children, Satan, Revan. Have a great night, you all. I am going to go. I had some carrots that I was eating because I thought I'm hungry. First, I had some pretzels. Then I said I'm going to eat some carrots. So I was going to eat these carrots, but then I decided I better do a live stream. Yeah. So we've got to stay connected, and you've got to keep your vibration up. And if you're going through hard times right now, it's okay. You got to go through the hard times in order to get to the good times. Okay, you do. Go through the hard times, even though they're not pleasant, to get to the good times. That's right. We got it. So thank you, moderators. Thank you all for your comments. And because it's good reading all the comments and interacting. It is. But we're in trying times right now. And it'll put you to the test. You'll find out what you're made of. You find out what you're made of. That's all I know of that song. So I'm going to go. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, you all. Thank you for subscribing. And thank you for joining. And please give this video a thumbs up, you all. Because the more we get thumbs up and stuff, the more we grow. And the more people we'll be able to reach. Because there's a lot of people who need to connect with others who will comment. Yeah, I think it'd be good for them. All right, love you all. Thank you.